हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ कॉमर्स। आज के वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे सम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एमसीक्यूज फॉर यूजीसी नेट कॉमर्स पेपर 2। पहला क्वेश्चन आज की वीडियो के लिए है द फिलिप्स कर्व शोज रिलेशन बिटवीन ऑप्शंस आर मनी सप्लाई एंड इंटरेस्ट रेट, इन्फ्लेशन एंड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, जीडीपी एंड एक्सपोर्ट्स और ऑप्शन डी टैक्स एंड कंजम्पशन। सो फिलिप्स कर्व रिलेशनशिप बताता है बिटवीन option B, that is inflation and unemployment, and there is an inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment. Next question, span of control refers to options we have levels in hierarchy, employees under a manager, delegation policy or department size. करेक्ट आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज एम्प्लॉइज अंडर अ मैनेजर। स्पैन ऑफ कंट्रोल का मतलब होता है हाउ मेनी subordinates are being directly supervised by a manager. So correct answer option B. Zero based budgeting requires options we have continuation of past budgets, justification from zero, incremental allocation or top down approval. Correct answer है option B, that is justification from zero. Each activity must justify its cost from scratch. That is why it is known as zero-based budgeting. Next question is from regression. In regression analysis, coefficient of determination, that is R square measures, इनमें से क्या measure किया जाता है? Correct answer यहाँ पर होगा option C, because R square or we can say coefficient of determination shows how much variation in Y is explained by X. इन टैक्सेशन क्लबिंग ऑफ इनकम मीन्स, क्लबिंग ऑफ इनकम का मतलब क्या होता है? ऑप्शंस हमारे पास है कंबाइनिंग बिजनेस एंड सैलरी इनकम, फैमिली पूलिंग, ग्रुप टैक्स पेमेंट और एडिंग इनकम ऑफ अदर्स टू एसएससी। सो करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर है ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज एडिंग इनकम ऑफ अदर्स टू एसएससी अंडर सेक्शन 60 to 64 IT एक्ट। इट कंबाइंस स्पाउस और माइनर इनकम टू प्रिवेंट टैक्स इवेजन। A bearish market indicates options we have falling prices, rising prices, stable prices or volatile market. Correct answer or volatile prices. The correct answer here is option A, that is falling prices. Bearish market का मतलब होता है falling prices, that means decline in share prices and sentiment. Which of the following is a qualitative forecasting technique? Options हमारे पास हैं regression model, time series, डेल्फी मेथड, एक्सपोनेंशियल स्मूथिंग। करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर है ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज डेल्फी मेथड। डेल्फी मेथड में एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन यूज किया जाता है rather than using historical data or numbers, so that is why we can say डेल्फी method is a qualitative forecasting technique. Under WTO, that is World Trade Organization, most favored nation means, is it preferential tariff to one country, equal treatment to all the members, no tariff to developing countries or regional agreement? So most favored nation under WTO means equal treatment to all members, that is option B. MFN ensure करता है non-discriminatory trade benefits. Kaizen in production means, option we have here breakthrough innovation, continuous improvement, cost cutting और quality inspection. So Kaizen एक Japanese concept है which ensures option B, that is continuous improvement. This Japanese concept of incremental process improvement, that means continuous improvement should happen in the process. So Kaizen in production means continuous improvement. If the correlation coefficient is -1, it means no relationship, perfect direct or perfect inverse और ऑप्शन डी वीक एसोसिएशन। सो जब भी आर की वैल्यू -1 होती है, दैट मीन्स कॉरिलेशन कोफिशिएंट इज -1, दैट शोज ऑप्शन सी perfect inverse relationship between the variables, or you can say negative linear relationship between the variables. In HRM, that is Human Resource Management, succession planning ensures, option we have here as recruitment of new staff, replacement of key positions, job rotation or wage revision. So succession planning means option B, replacement of key positions. It prepares internal employees for leadership roles. फिस्कल डेफिसिट इज इक्वल टू, इनमें से कैसे आप फिस्कल डेफिसिट कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं? ऑप्शन ए हमारे पास है टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर माइनस रेवेन्यू रिसीट्स, बजटरी डेफिसिट माइनस कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर, टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर माइनस रेवेन्यू एंड नॉन डेट रिसीट्स, मतलब कि आप ऐड करेंगे रेवेन्यू एंड नॉन डेट रिसीट्स को और जो भी टोटल आएगा उससे आप सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे फ्रॉम टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर. और इज इट ऑप्शन डी दैट इज पब्लिक डेट प्लस रेवेन्यू डेफिसिट. करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर है ऑप्शन सी दैट इज व्हेन यू सब्ट्रैक्ट अ टोटल ऑफ रेवेन्यू एंड नॉन डेट रिसीट्स फ्रॉम टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर. Which inventory model minimizes total ordering plus holding cost? Options हमारे पास है FIFO that is first in first out, LIFO last in first out, EOQ that is economic order quantity और JIT that is just in time. So इनमें से option C that is economic order quantity is one of the inventory model that minimizes ordering as well as holding cost. Formula होता है under root 2 into DS by H. Here D stands for annual demand, S stands for setup cost or you can also say ordering cost and H stands for holding cost. Dumping in international trade means selling at high price abroad, selling below cost or domestic price abroad, restricting exports or import substitution. करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर है ऑप्शन बी दैट इज सेलिंग बिलो कॉस्ट और डोमेस्टिक प्राइस अब्रॉड. डंपिंग इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ प्राइस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन टू कैप्चर फॉरेन मार्केट्स. Responsibility accounting is mainly concerned with, is it budgetary control, cost allocation by centers, financial auditing or variance analysis? So responsibility accounting is basically concerned with option B that is cost allocation by centers. It assigns accountability to cost, profit or investment centers. Which theory explains comparative advantage in trade? Options we have mercantilism, Ricardian theory, Heckscher-Ohlin और absolute advantage. Correct answer इनमें से है option B that is Ricardian theory. It says nations specialize where opportunity cost is lowest. In HRM, halo effect occurs when you have multiple haters, when judgment is based on one trade, or is it bias-free appraisal or last option objective evaluation? So option B यहाँ पर correct answer है. That means halo effect is known as when the entire judgment is based on one trade. That means overall impression influences ratings of other trades. सिर्फ एक ट्रेड पर ध्यान देकर complete judgment कर लिया जाता है जबकि बाकी सारे ट्रेड्स को वहां पर इग्नोर किया जाता है. Which is a feature of perfect competition? Very simple question here. We have product differentiation, few sellers, homogeneous products or barriers to entry. Correct? Option C that is homogeneous products because perfect competition में we have homogeneous products. Everyone is selling same goods. That is why the firm is a price taker in perfect competition. जबकि product differentiation नहीं होता है, sellers बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं and there is no barrier to entry as well as exit. Operating cycle refers to time between purchase and payment, time between purchase of inventory and collection from debtors, loan repayment period और depreciation cycle. Correct answer है option B that is time between purchase of inventory and collection from debtors. So ये measure करता है cash conversion time of working capital. In linear programming, the feasible region represents, is it all constraints, optimal solutions, all possible solutions satisfying constraints or slack variables only? Option C that is all possible solutions satisfying constraints is the correct answer here. So it is basically the graphical area meeting all constraints inequalities. Which is a decentralized market form? Options हमारे पास यहाँ पर हैं stock exchange, OTC market, commodity exchange और monopoly. Correct answer यहाँ पर है option B that is OTC market, that is over the counter markets that operate without a centralized exchange जहाँ पर buyers and sellers negotiate directly through dealers. So correct answer option B OTC or you can say over the counter market. Under the Heckscher-Ohlin theory, a country exports the commodity which, options we have, uses its scarce factor intensively, uses its abundant factor intensively, has the highest domestic demand or provides maximum employment? Correct answer यहाँ पर होगा option B, that is uses its abundant factor intensively. In capital budgeting, the internal rate of return, that is IRR, is the discount rate that options we have maximizes NPV, equates present value of inflows and outflows, gives zero accounting profit or minimizes payback period. Correct answer यहाँ पर है option B, that is equates present value of inflows and outflows, because IRR equates present value of inflow and outflow. उससे क्या होता है? It makes NPV as 0. Which of the following is not a characteristic of scientific management as proposed by Taylor? Options we have: scientific selection of workers, mental revolution, emphasis on group performance over individual performance, or differential piece rate system. So correct answer यहाँ पर है emphasis on group performance over individual performance. This is not a characteristic of Taylor's scientific management. Last question for today's video. King demand curve is seen under options we have: perfect competition, monopoly, oligopoly, or monopolistic competition. Correct answer is option C, that is oligopoly. So that was all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, share and comment. Do subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned in for the next video that will be posted 7 PM tomorrow, and daily 2 YouTube shorts are posted जहां पर हम discuss करते हैं small numerical questions with step by step calculations.